Hello, welcome back to Rimworld. We are just continuing on with our colony here. Last episode, we were just basically getting the ropes here, starting off our colony. I just want to make it clear, I'm definitely not new to this game, but that doesn't mean I exactly know what I'm doing. I know the basics, but I've never like finished a colony. Basically, I think the end goal is basically to send your colony off the planet out into space. I've never done that, because I'm not exactly very good at this game, but I still enjoy it. So here we are playing. We have Abel here. I just remembered I should probably set up a little sleeping spot for Abel, just cuz. So, now I'm kind of wondering, okay, we don't need that many sleeping spots. There we go. Sorry about that. I want to click on everyone and just see how they're doing. So, you know, he's a little upset that he's eating without a table and all that. Basically, stupid stuff. Ugly environment, you know, whatever. You know, these aren't big deals at the moment. But we do want to start building some other structures, because it will start kind of becoming a big deal in the future when all these little things are adding up and making them upset. And we also have a trainer, learning helper up here, so we can like train animals. Statistics, okay, that's kind of neat, I suppose. Don't really think I'm gonna mess around with that at the moment, but maybe for the future. Now here's something. I would like to kind of just deconstruct some of these walls, just so we can put in some more doors, I think. Because the more access they have to other rooms, or the easier access, I think that's probably for the best. And because we have little barracks here, they're going to be upset about that. We'll handle it in the future. For now, they're going to deal with it. I think we're going to make a small kitchen area, which this would actually work well for a freezer, because caves are generally pretty cool. So, deconstructed this wall even. We'll even get rid of that sleeping spot. We'll put a new one down. Put one like right there. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna deconstruct that so we can put a door there, and then we're gonna connect these. So this will be just like a little hallway, I think. This might actually be our kitchen. Let's make a little door to the outside world even. This will be our kitchen, I'm thinking. And so we'll just set a whole order to mine out this whole entire area, because it's going to be our kitchen plus freezer. So we don't want to mine out the whole thing. We want to keep the walls, obviously, but mine out as much of it as we can. And so that will allow us to have like almost a refrigerated area in here. It won't be like quite that cold, but it'll be better than being in here. And once we get like a air conditioner and that sort of thing, it'll be good. And we might even be able to do more with this space. I'm not really sure. That's quite a lot of space, honestly. Maybe we could make all that like up to there, more for the storage unit even. That'd probably be fine. So we'll rebuild the wall like right there and just use that as the storage unit, I think. So we don't need that much space when it comes to having a kitchen, you know? It's not that big a deal. Anyways, what's going on? What's everyone doing? Ichabod cutting some trees down. Edmund is hauling agave fruit, so we actually can use these. I'm not sure what for, but we do have a lot of it around, that's for sure. Marco is hauling. See, this is another thing. When you set up too many things going on, or like you don't have their priorities set to be specific enough, they'll kind of just like do whatever they want. Though he's hauling it for construction, so that's good. He's focusing on construction. Edmund has been focusing on hauling, and he's been focusing on growing, which is actually quite helpful. Now, one thing I am wondering about is how growing in an arid environment is, really, because I mean, I assume it takes a little longer for these to grow, really, without much water and that sort of stuff. So we're just gonna speed it up through the night. They're all sleeping. We can even look at how they're doing. You know, ugly environment. I don't know why they're saying they slept outside. It's because this isn't walled in. My mistake. That's fine. They'll get over it. It's only one night of being outside. They'll finish clearing the stuff in the future. In fact, just put the door in. Anyways, Marco is just enjoying himself, watching the sunrise, and they'll do these little things just to make life a little less horrible for them in the meantime. You know, that's why I set up the ability for them to just kind of do whatever they want in the morning. How are the social ties? They're all, you know, see, this is one thing that's good for the barracks, or good about the barracks, is the fact that if they're bunked together, they're all talking, they're all making friends. Like, look at, everyone seems to be enjoying each other's company. So everyone's being good friends. Everyone's having nice chats, deep talks. Good stuff. Now, we don't really have any wood, which is an issue if we're going to be building stuff. So, I'm going to set up a chop wood order. So we're going to chop all that. Even that thing. I guess that counts as wood. I mean, it's a cactus, but... And we'll even set up a chop wood order down here as well, because we definitely need it. And I think the constructor should be doing that as well. In the meantime, if he's the one who has to be constructing, he might as well chop some wood to do so. So he's going to be building that a little bit. He's getting some wood. There we go. So that makes sense. Marco can cut. Ichabod is planting our heel root. Currently, like, the two unimportant things are being grown, but that's fine. Basically, the food is the most important thing, but he'll get to this stuff today, I think, too. And he's almost, you know, he's got like a little spots to fill in, but that's fine. Get an emu? Emu? I think it's an emu. Oh, alright, we have another door to put in here. Also, I'm like really tired. I woke up at 5 a.m., which I've been doing for like past couple of weeks, probably. Not that long. But I gotta say, you're quite tired in the morning when you get up this early. I mean, obviously, if you get enough sleep, you wouldn't be tired. I obviously don't, but I'm living. I think it would be nice to just do my recordings in the morning like this. Obviously, I would be a little tired for them, but if I just like give myself a little time to boot up, like I did today, should be fine for the future. So everyone's just kind of doing their thing right now. Could probably put on speed 2. Just kind of go through the motions here. I'm gonna want to give ourselves some more torches, just so people aren't upset about being in the dark. We have an alpaca in our storage unit. That's, that's fine, really. But everyone is basically doing productive stuff, which I gotta appreciate. He's a really fast constructor. Oh, actually we have it on speed too. They're both pretty fast constructors though, so that's good. In fact, I didn't even know he was on construction. Yeah, he is. Never mind, you're not even that fast. It's only wood stuff. You're pretty fast. Marco, Edmund, and Ichabod. And we have a lot of geysers around, I just realized. Like, one there, another one down here, another one up here, another one right there. So that'll be good for power generation in the future for our colony. Currently we don't have any power, so that's something we might want to look into sooner rather than later. Here it is. So actually I don't think we can construct the geyser, the like steam using generator. I don't remember what it's called. But we can build all these. And so I've always kind of used the solar generators. I don't know how efficient they are, but basically you set up some generators or some way of getting electricity, whether it's, turbines, fueled. Then you have to like set up your power conduits, and you need batteries. So like say during the day you're getting all this power, you need batteries so you can keep the power overnight and not just lose it. So I think we might actually want to do that very soon. Pretty soon, not very. It's not super necessary yet. And we only have, we have 30 components. So that's not a ton. It's a good amount, but it's not a ton. Actually, that is a lot, honestly. But then again, a lot of things require components. All these things like electric stove requires components. A cooler requires components. So we're not exactly in a super good spot. But if we look around, I believe if we did construct that, that will have components in it. And right here we have compacted machinery, which gives us components. So if we ever run out, we'll start going to those things, but for now we're good. It does seem like we've locked in a ostrich and alpaca. That's nice, I guess. We'll kill them once we have a place to refrigerate the meat. For now, it doesn't really look like they've been wanting to get any mining done. In fact, he's deconstructing that right now. Mining probably isn't very high up there. The thing is, everyone sucks at it besides Ichabod. And Ichabod is our grower, which is really important right now. So honestly, if you guys can mine, you should be mining. If you can. I mean, it's not like a huge deal though. Just because Ichabod can't do it yet. He's busy making sure we have food. I'm not sure why he's doing it in such a messy fashion. He's kind of getting a little distracted, I think, but that's fine. It'll all get done eventually. Stretch it a little bit here. Anyways, just going through the motions right now. So far so good, nothing bad has happened. Things that we need to worry about. Raids from other colonists. obviously aggressive colonists. Raids will be coming from any of these corners, maybe even this corner. I'm not sure if they use boats. I kind of doubt it, but maybe. So that's something we want to be a little wary about. And what that means is we're going to want to set up some sandbags at some point, probably, just to give us like little points of where we can kind of just hunker down and fire at the enemies. This pack of boomalopes is slightly concerning. What those are, they're basically like radioactive antelopes that will explode if we kill them, or if we shoot them. Maybe it might be if we kill them at all. So something we want to be a little cautious about. We do have some components, so whenever people want to haul that. Alright, everyone's going to sleep, and we're just gonna speed it up. Now we do want to get stuff like research tables. We really want the cooking stuff down fast because we're going to be running out of meat or survival meals. But like, we can probably last a good bit of time, but we gotta be worrying about it. Probably like a few more days without any meal sources. A few more days. Alright, don't go too fast. What's going on? Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. We do have some med kits, so that's good. Medicine. Don't have to worry about that for the time being. It does look like someone was mining a little bit. I haven't really been paying super close attention. A little bit tired, a little bit out of it, but we're doing good. As you can see, these little bars behind them, I think that's their mood bars, so everyone's in pretty decent mood. Decent barrack. Yeah, but everyone hates sharing the sleeping space. And they don't like eating without a table, which I can understand. So, how about we just set up a little, one of these? Like right in the corner, maybe. Since they don't really use that side. Let's make a little table for them. Oh wow, he's getting right to it, huh? Boom. And there, now they won't be crying about the fact that they're not eating on a table. We will make a dining room in the future. This will probably just kind of turn into a bit of like a dining room, rec room sort of thing in the future. But for now, it'll be our barracks and dining room because they don't really have much of a choice. Once we get this stuff mined out, they'll have more of a choice. Alright, so what's going on with Ichabod? He's messily planting stuff, so whatever. I don't know why the rice plants tend to be so much more messy than say like all these that are so like nice and lined up and neat little rows and columns. But you know, whatever. I guess these are lined up in a way. Not really though. Ooh, those are just like, we saw those grow in real time. Whoa. Alright, we can speed this up a little bit. We're just kind of like dicking around at the moment. So at least we do know we have a couple like definite meals right here. We'll just fucking slaughter them once we get the chance. Probably like starving in here. That's another thing. Animals will eat our crops. So pretty soon we're gonna want to just wall up our base here, or I mean our garden, whatever you want to call it, our crops, because they will eat them. So the thing is, though, I don't want like my construction guys to be doing that too much. So get the mining done. He's almost done planting, so he can help with the mining because he's the good miner. That's the one thing. If you have one guy that's good at like too many things, he's the only good one at like a couple things. He can only do one thing at a time, and so you kind of have to work with what you got. I really like this husky. It's pretty much the coolest pet I've ever had, I think, in the game. It just gives you a random pet every time. Usually it's like a dog of some sort. Wargs I get a lot. I think they're called warg. So that's cool. I don't think I've ever had a husky. And he's almost done. He's planting the potatoes. I'm not sure which of these should have got planted first, but I'm not sure how much it really matters. Like, this is the second day, so it's only a second day. So if we can get everything planted in our first 2 days, I think that's pretty good for us. Oh wait, no, this might be the third day. Third day, in the first 3 days. And they are slowly but surely mining away here. They really suck at it, but you know, at least they're doing it. Ichabod's just planting away. Everyone's eating at the table. Good to know. How'd they feel about that? You did not eat. Okay, that's expiring. So, tons of joy. Oh, what's going on down here? We need defenses. Yeah. Okay. We don't have a meal source, that's right. And visitors have appeared. So Tater and Mitch are here to trade with us. Oh yeah, I didn't really like check the other factions. Fuck, I didn't know these guys were hostile. That's not good. In fact, the only like sort of actually cool dudes near us are these guys. So if these guys ever get a little frisky, they're going to be killing us, or trying to kill us at least. Same with these guys, the pirate band. But I mean, we're not that close to them. It's like we probably don't have to worry about that just yet. But I'm sure they will become an issue in the future. They'll probably start attacking from this side. So at some point, we're going to be building just a huge ass wall. Because obviously everything is kind of exposed at the moment. And so that'll give us a bit of a comfort against the enemies. We'll kind of like make a big wall, make a little opening for them to kind of funnel into, and set up our defenses within the wall. So we kind of make them play by our rules in a way. So Ichabod is finally done growing. So let's see how good he is at mining. Much better than this guy is. As you can see, his progress is much better. So now that Ichabod can finally mine, we can let these two guys not really worry about it as much. If they want to do it, if that's all they can do at the moment, that's totally fine. And also, I mean, we can go trade with them. I'm not really sure. Do you have good social? He's got like okay social. This is pretty good too. Basically the same. It doesn't really matter then. No one's got like super great social. We can just go see what they have to trade. but I'm pretty certain we won't really be messing around with this at the moment. Yeah, like we have stuff we could buy or sell. Not really important though. A little tired, man. Ugh. Get the blood flowing. Alright, the refrigerator is slowly coming to fruition here. In fact, we probably do want 2 people on mining. Alright, Marco's chopping down trees. You can, I mean, he's already mining, but you can just help. Because this is going a little slower than I would have preferred, but I think that's kind of just life at the moment. Alright, everyone's going to sleep. I'm sure Marco will go to sleep in a second here as well. Alright, I think I'm just going to save the game as MEI May Overwatch reference May 2. And with that, we're going to call it to an end. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, stay tuned for the next one. I think we got a pretty good colony going here, for the moment at least. We'll see if something goes wrong with it, because that is usually the pattern that this game kind of goes by. It's not really interesting unless there's bad stuff happening to you, which definitely will be happening in the future. So stay tuned if you want to see us completely fail. Until then, I'll see you next time.